If you haven't figured it out by now, I'm a traveling man. I stay on the grind, trying to make my dreams happen. A quick trip to come check on the team, then I'm back in the air. A dirty chai helps me fight off the jet lag, and I'm off to another city. After a while, everything becomes routine. The team drops me off at the airport, and I'm back grinding. All of this traveling and the moves that I'm making definitely have a purpose. I was just discussing that purpose with some of my writing friends.
The last subject we're going to cover is probably the most challenging, but it's a must for self-publishing or in people in business period. You want to build a brand.
You know, it's funny how you can start from nothing and build something absolutely amazing. When it comes to chasing my dreams, the only thing I know how to do is win. Let's take a look at my jazz lounge, for example. I created this lounge to motivate the hustle and inspire the dream every time I relax in it. When the team comes through, or I'm relaxing in it, you can't help but come up with creativity. These cards remind me of how great the dream can be if I don't give up and see it through. Motivation, that's all. I had to put in a special order to get these beautiful area rugs and lay them over my deep ebony hardwood floors that I finished myself. Hard work. Now that's enough of the jazz lounge. Let's get back to the hustle. My latest book project, Reporter from Hell, was finally ready to be published. I got together with the team and we created a plan to make that happen. This was the first publication from the new company. A lot was riding on this. A lot. When it comes to this book release, failure is not an option. It has to be successful. Too much work has gone into this. Now, the plan itself is simple, but it still requires a lot of work. You can apply this plan to any type of brand that you're trying to build. Building a brand and introducing it to the market, you want to focus on 4 areas: marketing, milestones, mobilization, and motivation. I refer to them as the 4 M's. These steps are crucial. When it came to marketing, I had to figure out how I was going to present my brand to the audience. That's a must. This is one of the setups that I use when I go to a book signing. Pretty effective. For my business, online marketing is a must. So I made sure I created an ebook version of the book and made it available. Now let's talk about milestones. Milestones are key events that indicate progress is being made and the plan is on track. For example, I set a milestone for the book to be a bestseller in 6 months. Now that's a tall order for me being an independent publisher, but I like a good challenge. It was finally time to get mobilized and start pushing the brand. Book signings, celebrity endorsements, speaking engagements, whatever it takes to promote the brand, get out there and do it. This day I was asked to be the featured author at this great bookstore called Cubalon. It's a well-established black bookstore in Nashville. One of my author friends, Jasmine Dominique, was the coordinator of the event. I had a great interview with her as well.
And then when I got laid off, that's what started this book right here. And I started my own publishing company, One Team Publishing and Films. And once I saw that, I said, okay, my background is business, but I want to explore more of the creative side of my writing. So that's what led to me writing a fiction, which is my first piece of fiction, Reporter.
Yeah, okay. You know, I was reading this book and I was just wondering, the main character, his name is
Isaiah.
Isaiah, yes, Isaiah. I was wondering if Isaiah represented aspects of your life.
I would say this. Isaiah is a good shell for anybody that grew up in the early 80s and early 90s in Nashville.
Okay.
You can find that kid anywhere. You go on the east side, west side, south side, north side, and that's going to be a typical story.
Last but not least, you have to be able to motivate your team. I put my little cousin Mina in charge of promoting the brand on social media. These kids know social media like the back of their hands. I also made sure she was well compensated for her efforts. Motivation. Enough said. The book release went great. It was time for me to get back in the air. I'm a traveling man, remember? Catching these flights and chasing my dreams. What a life. God is great. It's amazing how almost everything on this dream board has come true. At the same time, your faith is always going to be tested. Sales were great at the beginning, then they started to taper off. That's a normal in the product life cycle, but I got to change that. Did I fuck up? That's the first question that always pops up in my head when things don't go according to plan. I guess that's just human nature though. I shook off that doubt and got back on it. Then a single thought popped up in my head. Why not do a promotional campaign exclusively on Amazon.com? You've never done that. I listened to that thought in my head and launched a promotion campaign and became an Amazon bestseller. My pops used to always tell me that God is always talking to us, but are we always listening? I was definitely listening this time. I made it to the top 10 for urban fiction. The book was only there for 5 days, but I don't give a damn. I achieved that goal and became a bestseller. That following Sunday, I went to church and celebrated. I got more focused and went even harder. I got a chance to network with the entire Tom Joyner Morning Show. They were really cool. Ran out of books and had to re-up. That's what I call one of those good problems. More book signings, still on the grind. To top it off, I ended up at one of the biggest book fairs around, the Southern Festival of Books. I made it. I ended up networking with another great brother, Wendell Pierce from The Wire. That was one of my favorite shows when it was on HBO. Dirty Chives are still feeding my ambition, and I keep writing. Like I told you before, no one out-hustles me. I have the mindset of a winner. I'm grinding for greatness, and I want my words to be remembered forever.
100 years from now, what do you want people to say when they mention your name and all that you've done? That's a very broad question.
No, I would like
for them to say that anything I ain't trying.